Hello, Falcon. So we are moving on to the next thing in our solving equations piece of 8th grade math. So there are a few things that I want you to remember. First, our inverse operations, which I keep putting on these notes. Keep that in mind. Our second, remember, if you are moving a term, right, you are legit moving something to another side. You are legit subtracting in this case or adding, right? If I had something like x minus 3 equals 2, the inverse of minus 3 would be plus 3 on both sides. So kind of keep that in mind, right? When you're legit moving something, we are adding or subtracting. We're doing that inverse operation of that. Then if you are separating, right? If you are separating a term like here, this was dividing, so the inverse is that multiplication. If I have 2x equals 8, the inverse of that multiplication is that division of 2. Okay? And notice how I'm not finishing solving those, right? I just want to show you, like, to separate, you're either multiplying or dividing. To move something, right? Move an entire term, you're adding or subtracting. So take a moment and look at this in front of you, this example right here. Notice how now, and I know some of you, this is not new. You did this on Monday or Tuesday, but keep on chugging along. So notice how we have letters now on both sides of that barrier. Notice how we have letters on both sides of the barrier. That's okay. Nothing is wrong with that. But that's why it's really important to know and to remember and understand moving a term versus separating a term. So notice how in this example, they're moving the 3x. So it was on this side, and they're moving it to go to that side, right? So in order to move it, they had to subtract 3x, because the inverse of positive 3x is minus 3x. So we're minusing 3x from both sides. Then when you do that, 5 minus 3, well, that gives us, right, our 2x. Then notice how it's just a two-step equation, right? I have 2x plus 1 equals 5, minus 1 on both sides, divide by 2, and I get my answer. So again, from here down, nothing has changed from what we've been working on. The only new step, right, is that right there. The only new step is that right there. So keep that in mind. Okay, whether or not you're moving an entire term or you're separating. All right, and we're going to now look at this first one down here and do one together. So again, I want to move this 3x to be with the 7x, right? I want to get all the letters on one side of that line. So because I'm legit moving that 3x, then I would subtract 3x here and subtract 3x here. That goes away, right? 3 minus 3 is 0, so 0x leaves me with a positive 120 right here. I still have my positive 10, right? Nothing's changed with that. And now I have 7x minus 3x. Well, 7 minus 3, that's 4x, and then plus 10 equals positive 120. Again, from here, you should be like, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, because this part should not be new to you. So the inverse of positive 10 is minus 10 on both sides. That goes away. 120 minus 10 is 110. Then I have my 4x here. In order to get x alone, right now I'm separating. So divide by 4. And 110 divided by 4 is 27.5. That is it. That is it.